Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to bring you a 2nd and 10 football game, a tremendous matchup. The 1958 Baltimore Colts, led by Johnny Unitas, will take on the 2006 Indianapolis Colts, led by Peyton Manning, a clash of greats. In 1958, the Baltimore Colts went 9-3 and won the NFL championship over the New York Giants in what is called the greatest game ever played, the first overtime game in Yankee Stadium. And in 2006, the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl, defeating the Chicago Bears. So we shall see Unitas versus Manning next on Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. I will be playing as the 58 Baltimore Colts. The computer will be handling the duties of coaching for the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. The 58 Colts have won the toss, and we will receive. Welcome to Memorial Stadium for today's exhibition game between the 58 Colts and the 06 Colts. Again, Baltimore against Indianapolis. A lot of bad blood here. And Adam Vinatieri will kick off. Deep for the Baltimore Colts of 58, Lenny Moore and Burt Reschard. Here comes the kickoff, and the ball game is on its way. Cold conditions here. Reschard has it. Not much room. The ball is stripped free. There's a major pileup. And recovered by Baltimore. Oh, the 58 Colts dodged a bullet there as Reschard fumbled on the kickoff, as Ray Brown recovered it, and it will be 1st and 10 for Johnny Unitas and Baltimore on their 44. This ball game is being played at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. So on the field now for the Baltimore Colts, Johnny Unitas at quarterback, flat top, high top cleats. In the backfield, Alan Amici and Jack Call. The wideouts, well, the flankers, Lenny Moore, and the two ends are Raymond Berry and Jim Muschler. And we're going to go, it is 1st and 10. 1st and 10. We're going to give the ball to Alan Amici, fullback. He won the Heisman Trophy out of Wisconsin. Indianapolis looking run for Amici, and Amici still picks up 8 yards. Finally brought down by Cato. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Indianapolis, not really a stellar defense in 2006. In the chat, we have Max Cornelius. How are you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. He's posted his first full game using Action PC Baseball, the Mark McGuire replay. It's very good. Check it out. That's Max Cornelius. All right, 2nd and 2 from the Indianapolis 48. And we're going to give the ball to Alan Amici again. Hey, diddle diddle, Amici up the middle. All-purpose defense for the Colts. Keying Amici. There's a flag thrown.
False start.
False start on the offense.
Offense.
Oh, that's a killer. Back them up 5. So they go from a 2nd and 2 to a 2nd and 7. And we're going to go screen to... No, we're going to cancel that. We're going to give the ball to Amici once again on 2nd and 7. Run defense for the Indianapolis Colts are key and call. Amici has the ball. Another flag. And he loses a yard. The wet conditions caused him to slip.
Holding. Offense.
So not only does he lose a yard, but holding on the offense pushes them back even more. penalty is accepted. As the Colts have gone backwards since that first Amici run, it's now going to be 2nd and 17 on the Baltimore Colt 37. Play action fake. We're going to look medium to Raymond Berry. Indianapolis, extra playing zone with an extra defensive back. Unitas fires to Berry. The route is jumped. It's missed. Berry has it. And he picks up 6 yards. So they tried to jump the route. It was missed. Berry made a nice catch. But he was only able to muster 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and a long 11 on the Baltimore Colt 43. And we're going to put Lenny Moore in the backfield. Call out. So in the backfield, we're going to have I want it's not going to let me. I want Lenny Moore in the backfield. Actually, let's go 3 tight ends. We're going to go 3 tight ends and Amici and Moore in the backfield. 3rd and 11. And we're going to go screen. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to go medium. We're going to go play action fake, medium short to Lenny Moore. 3rd and 11. Big play here. 3 tight ends for the Baltimore Colts. Indianapolis playing bump and run. They're looking for Moore and Berry. And the medium short pass to Lenny Moore completed at the 46. And he only picks up 4 yards. And it'll leave a 4th and 7. Good job by the Indianapolis Colts defense there. And here comes the punt team for the Baltimore Colts of 58. They will punt the ball. Back deep for the 2006 Indianapolis Colts, Terrence Wilkins. Here's the punt. Plenty of time for Brown. Kick away. It's not a good punt. And Wilkins calls a fair catch. And it's only a 31-yard effort by Brown. So Payton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts will start 1st and 10 on their 22 after the Johnny Unitas and Baltimore Colts drive basically stalled out after the first good initial run by Alan Amici. They shot themselves in the foot several times. So you're going to have Payton Manning under center, lone running back Joseph Adai, the wideouts all good. Harrison, Wayne, and Prohl, the tight end, another very good receiver, Dallas Clark. We're going to play. We're in a 4-3 with 3 cornerbacks, 2 linebackers. Play bump and run coverage. Shadow the quarterback. And we're going to double Dallas Clark. Here we go. Baltimore expecting pass. Bump and run, doubling Clark. Medium pass to Joseph Adai. And Steve Myra makes the play. Nice breakup by Myra. Makes it 2nd and 10. He read Adai out of the backfield. So 2nd and 10 on the Indianapolis 22 for Payton Manning. Again, single back. Oh, they go with the blocking back now, Ben Utek, and Adai behind him. And the 2 wideouts, Harrison and Wayne, the tight end Clark. Again, we're going to play bump and run coverage. Shadow the quarterback. And we're going to double Dallas Clark again. Bump and run coverage. Adai, the ball carrier, he goes for 4 yards. Brought down by Pellington. And it will leave 3rd and 6 from the Indianapolis 26. Colts now go with 3 wideouts. Again, Harrison, Wayne, and Pearl, the tight end Clark, the lone back a dive behind Payton Manning. We're going to go blitz our linebacker, extra defensive back, tight coverage, and again we're going to double Clark. Here we go. Here comes the linebacker blitz. Manning moves back in the pocket, double coverage. He's looking away from Clark. Now he throws underneath, pass tipped away. As Clark, he went back to Clark, tipped away by Leo Stanford. So good job by the 58 Colts. We continue to key Clark. And we will force the Indianapolis Colts to punt. And here comes Hunter Smith. He will punt to Carl Tassif. We'll put the return on. So both opening drives stall for both teams. Here comes the punt. It's a poor punt. Due to the weather, most likely. Tassif catches at the 39, and it's a 14-yard return. And Johnny Unitas and the Baltimore Colts will start off at the Indianapolis 47, once again with great field position. Can they take advantage of it this time? As Max Cornelius in the chat says, I'm going to go out on the limb and say the Colts will win this game. You are correct. A Colt team will win the game. There will be the crew cut, high top wearing Johnny Unitas or Peyton Manning. We shall see. We'll stay with 3 tight ends. Moore and Amici in the backfield. We're going to go play action fake. Medium pass to Lenny Moore. Indianapolis in a neutral defense, keying Lenny Moore. Play action to Moore. Unitas looks for Lenny Moore in the medium pass. Moore slipped on the wet field and making the cut. The ball never had a chance to be completed. So this wet field is giving both teams trouble here. As it's 2nd and 10, we're going to give the ball to Alan the Horse Amici on a run. Neutral defense again for Indianapolis. Doubling Barry. Here comes Amici. Dwight Freeney makes the play, but Amici picks up 5. It's going to be 3rd and 5. We'll stick with 3 tight ends again. And once again, we're going to give the ball to Alan the Horse Amici, Heisman Trophy winner out of Wisconsin. Colts playing man-to-man coverage. Hand off to Amici. Amici picks up 2 yards. Wait, he's still fighting for yardage. He keeps his legs churning. He breaks loose. And he picks up 11 yards, finally brought down by Gilbert Gardner as Amici just kept churning his legs, and it is now 1st and 10 on the Indianapolis 31. We're going to take Amici out and more, and we're going to go with Call and Pricer. What a run by Alan Amici, just kept churning those legs. And that's where that poor tackling of the Indianapolis Colts came into play. So 1st and 10. And we're going to go with 3 backs. Full house backfield, 2 halfbacks and a fullback. The ends are Barry and Mushler. And we're going to give the ball to Lenny Lyles. Here's the handoff to Lyles. Colts expecting pass. They could get burned on this. There goes Lyles. And he is wrapped up for a yard lost by Bo Scobel. So that play fooled no one, and it'll be 2nd and 11 from the Indianapolis 32. Moore and Amici come back in the game with Call in the backfield. The 2 tight ends, Barry and Mushler. Give the ball to Alan Amici once again. Amici on the run. He pops through a hole, up the middle into the secondary. And another 11 yards by Alan Amici, who's brought down by Matt Giordano. And it's a 1st down as they measure for it. So Alan the Horse Amici is running wild against this Indianapolis Colts defense. Amici will come out of the game, and Billy Pricer will come back in. So in the backfield, full house, Moore, Call, and Pricer. Barry and Mushler, the ends. Play action pass. We're going to go to medium short to Barry. Colts in a run defense. The Indianapolis play action. Pass to Barry. Flag on the play. Barry makes the catch, breaks free from the 12, and he's brought down by Gary Brackett at the 9.
Use of hands. Defense.
Oh, illegal use of hands by the defense. And we will decline that as Barry picked up 12 yards and will decline that. So Unitas completes his first pass to Raymond Berry. And the 58 Baltimore Colts will now have first and goal from the Indianapolis Colts 9. And again, the backfield will be Lenny Moore, Jack Clark, and Pricer. Berry and Mushler, the ends. Going to give the ball to the fullback Pricer. Safety's right up on the line of scrimmage for Indianapolis. Pricer has the ball, and he's tripped up after a nice run of 6 yards. So a little slipping, a little tripping. He almost got into the end zone. It'll bring up second and goal from the Indianapolis 3. It's been a solid drive so far for the 58 Colts and Johnny Unitas. 7 plays, 44 yards. Chewed up 3 minutes and 15 seconds of clock. And Alan Amici will come back in the game. So it will be Amici and Pricer in the backfield. They're going with big backs, both fullbacks. Lenny Moore will go back out to flanker. The two ends tight to the line, Berry and Mushler. Here comes Alan Amici. Indianapolis, 8 men up in the box trying to stop the run. They're King Amici. Amici has the ball. And great job by Scoble stopping Amici for a loss. It will be 3rd and 6. Wow, they lost 3 yards on that. So, Colts came up big there, the Indianapolis Colts. 3rd and 6. 3rd and goal from the 6. So now it's going to be Amici, Moore, and Pricer in the full house backfield. Berry and Mushler. The ends, we're going to play action fake. Mushler on 3rd and goal from the 6. Indianapolis keying more on the pass. Unitas looking, picks out a secondary target. Target flares it to Amici. The pass was deflected by Gary Brackett. And it will bring up 4th down. So Unitas was looking for Mushler. He was covered. Flared it out to Alan Amici, but a very good play by Gary Brackett knocking the ball away. And here comes the kicker, Steve Myra, and it's only a 63% chance of him making this chip shot field goal here. But we're going to try the field goal here. Here's the snap and the play. 63% chance of Myra making it. The kick is on its way, and he missed. Oh, he missed in close on the 23-yard field goal. And that's where the Indianapolis Colts will have a distinct advantage, where Baltimore has Steve Myra. Again, he's playing both ways, defensive back and kicker. The Indianapolis Colts have most likely Hall of Famer Adam Vinatieri. So points squandered there by the 58 Colts. It could come back and haunt them. Taking over on downs after the missed field goal, the Indianapolis Colts of 2006. Peyton Manning leads the offense out 1st and 10 on their 20. So Manning under center. 2 backs behind him. Utek the blocking back, and Rhodes the running back. Harrison and Wayne the wideouts. Dallas Clark the tight end. 7:31 to play in the scoreless first quarter. Baltimore play bump and run. Shadow the quarterback. Marquis Dallas Clark. Here we go. Manning's going to throw. He's got plenty of time back there. Now he gets to feel the pressure. He finds a secondary target. Harrison. Intercepted by Bill Pennington. Pennington evades 2 players. He's in the clear. He's tripped up at the 8. A gain of 32 by Bill Pennington after he picks off the Peyton Manning pass. Manning had all day in the world, but excellent coverage by the 58 Colts. And then the pressure finally was getting through to him by Gino Marchetti. He tried to get the ball to Marvin Harrison. Pennington jumped that route, picked it off, and returned it 32 yards to the Indianapolis 8, and the Baltimore Colts of 1958 are in business once again. First and goal. Full house backfield. Amici, Moore, and Pricer, the ends as they called them in 58, Berry and Mushler. Play action fake. Medium short to Raymond Berry. Indianapolis playing pass, keying Moore. Unitas forced out of the pocket by Matheson. He's scrambling. Unitas looks outside, but is dragged to the turf at the 7 after a gain of 1. And he was brought down by Bethea. So a lot of pressure put there on Johnny Unitas. A play action fake did not fool anyone on that front 7 of the Indianapolis Colts, and it will bring up second and goal from the 7. Again, if you've just joined us, Myra just missed a 23-yard field goal. Draw to Alan Amici. Indianapolis up tight on the receivers are King Amici on the run. Here comes the draw. Amici's brought down by Brackett after gaining 5 yards. So it will be third and goal from the Indianapolis Colt. 2:06:05 left in the first quarter. Gonna give it to Alan Amici again from the 2. Can they push it in here? Indianapolis looking run, King Amici. Here's the handoff to the horse. Straight up the middle. He's struggling and in! Touchdown, Alan the Horse Amici puts the 58 Colts on the board with a 2-yard touchdown run. He now has 7 carries, 39 yards, and a TD. 6-0 58 Colts over the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. And here comes Steve Myra for the extra point on this. He's 96% chance of success. The snap and the place. Myra straight ahead kicker, and it is good. 7-0 58 Colts over the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. So Myra gets a little redemption after missing that 23-yard field goal attempt. He makes the extra point. He will now kick off into a mild wind. Back deep for Indianapolis, Wilkins and Reed. Here comes the kickoff by Steve Myra. Wilkins on the return. It's an 11-yard return brought down at the 34. So here comes Peyton Manning in Indianapolis. Manning was picked off by Pellington in his last drive, thus leading to the Alan Amici touchdown plunge and the 7-0 lead. Manning under center. The blocking back is Utek. A die behind him. The wideouts Harrison and Wade. The tight end is Dallas Clark. Going to play bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback, and again we're going to double Dallas Clark. Take away Peyton Manning's binky. A die on the run. He's in the clear. He breaks back inside on his own 40, crosses midfield. 40, 30, and finally tackled by Johnny Sample at Baltimore 17. So Joseph Adai with a huge 49-yard run. And the Indianapolis Colts are in striking distance now. 1st and 10 on Baltimore's 17-yard line with 5:05 to play here in the first quarter. On this muddy, wet field here at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. So we're going to play all-purpose defense tight. Indianapolis, 2 wideouts, Harrison and Wayne, the tight end Clark. The blocking back is Utek. The running back is Dominic Rose. And we're going to, once again, key Dallas Clark, the tight end. Manning's going to pass. No, it's a draw to Rhodes. And he is smothered in the backfield by Myra for a 1-yard loss. So Myra comes blowing in. Nails Rhodes right at the waist and down to the ankles and brings him to the turf, this wet turf here. And it will be 2nd and 11 from the Baltimore 18. 4:22 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Baltimore. In the chat, we have Beatles Eternally, who is not a football fan, but he stopped by to say hello, and we greatly appreciate that. How's everything going, Beatles? How goes your retro replays? Remember to check out Max Cornelius. His channel's up and running. He's got the Mark McGuire replay going on using Action PC Baseball. Wonderful stuff. All right, 2nd and 11. 3 wideouts now for Indianapolis and Peyton Manning. Harrison Wayne and now Brandon Stokely. The lone running back, Dominic Rhodes. The tight end is Dallas Clark. We're going to go standard zone, extra defensive back, and okay. Manning gets the snap back in the pocket. It's a draw to Rhodes. This could pop, but Big Daddy Linscomb is on him in a heartbeat, and he takes him down and quite roughly to the turf and mud. It's 3rd and 11. What a play by Big Daddy Lipscomb. So 3rd and 11. This front line is tremendous for the Baltimore Colts. And let me see if I can figure out how to show you that. Here we go. Defensive line. Let me see if I can do this here. Gino Marchetti, Big Daddy Limpscomb, Art Donovan, and Don Joyce. Absolutely outstanding. Especially Marchetti and Big Daddy Limpscomb. So you can play with just your front 4 here, and they're going to put pressure on the quarterback and also defend the run quite well. Alright, so it's 3rd and 11. Let's hopefully hold the Colts to a field goal here. As Andre Ford has joined us in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well, Andre. As Big Daddy Limpskin just made a big hit on Dominic Rhodes. So 3rd and 11. I don't want to play a zone again. I just showed them zone. I'm going to go back to... I can get enough pressure with my 4 linemen. I'm not going to blitz. I'm going to go bump and run coverage. I'm going to go extra defensive back. And again, these are things that were not done in 58, but you have to understand it's a melding against 2 teams from different eras, so you're going to play it a little different. As they never probably saw 3 wideouts in 58, though they saw double tight ends, which is like 3 wideouts. It's just they're playing tighter to the line. We're going to shadow the quarterback, bump and run, and we're going to cover the binky of Peyton Manning. I know he's only a C in a pass receiver rating, but Dallas Clark was Peyton Manning's binky, and we're going to double him. Here we go, bump and run coverage, shadowing the quarterback, doubling Clark. Manning drops back in the pocket. Screen to Rhodes. This could pop. Rhodes has it at the 20. 10. He could be in. And he's knocked out at the 6. The ball's loose. Art DiCarlo dives on it at the 6. And Baltimore Colts come up with it. Another huge play by the 58 Colts as Rhodes made a nice catch and run on the screen. He is hit. The ball came loose. I don't know who put the hit on him. Could have been Art Donovan trailing the play. And Art DiCarlo dives on the loose ball on the muddy turf. And once again, the Baltimore Colts have come up huge on defense, stymieing Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts. Not even a field goal attempt. I think that would have been a first down probably. It would have been close. They would have measured. As that was a gain of 12. It would have been a first down. I think because they were 11. They needed 11. I think that would have been a first down. But to not. He fumbled the ball. 58 Colts recover it. And they're now 1st and 10 on their own 6. So they are in dangerous territory here. We'll go with our full house backfield. So Alan Amici, Lenny Moore, and Billy Pricer. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with Jack Call. And the ends are Barry and Mushler. We're going to play action fake. We're going to roll the dice here. Play action fake, and we're going to go medium to Raymond Barry. Here comes the blitz. Fake handoff to Call. Unitas has the ball. He's going to throw to Barry. Barry slipped on the wet surface and falls incomplete. Oh, Barry had a step on the defender, but he slipped on this muddy grass, and it makes it 2nd and 10. The Indianapolis Colts get an assist from the weather there. So 2nd and 10 from the 6, 3:28 to play in the first quarter. And we're going to give the ball a draw, Lenny Moore. Here comes a run blitz by Indianapolis. It's a draw to Moore. Moore is knocked off balance, but he stays on his feet. He has a little running room. Over the 20, over the 30, and hauled down by JT rushing
First down.
after a 28-yard gain. What a tremendous effort by Lenny Moore. He was nailed. Big hit, but he stayed on his feet, popped to the outside, and goes for 28, 1st and 10 on the Baltimore 34. Lenny Moore will come out of the game. Amici will come out of the game. We're going to go Jack Clark, Pricer, and Lenny Lyles, full house backfield. Barry and Mushler are the ends. Unitas barks out the plays at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a draw. Lenny Lyles on the draw. 8 men up in the box for Indianapolis are key and call. It's the draw to Lyles. Lyles has the ball. Tackled by David. No gain. 2nd and 10. 2:15 left in the first quarter. We have the original Grognard in the chat, as well as ID Gesture. Also 2 fabulous channels. 2 more fabulous channels there. If you like military strategy, check out the original Grognard, who sent me a link for the Battle of Islandwana, and I think I will be purchasing that. I'm going to actually try to stream that and see how badly I'll lose that battle. And also ID Gesture, another fun channel. He's playing a lot of Warframe right now. So check them out. Alright, 2nd and 10. And Lyles and Pricer will come out. Actually, Call will come out. Pricer will stay in. Moore and Amici will come back in. Full house backfield. We're going to go screen to Allen the Horse Amici from Wisconsin. Heisman Trophy winner. They're burying Barry. Unitas back to pass. It's the screen to Amici. Poor pass behind Amici and incomplete. The weather could have something to do there. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the 58 Colts on their own 34. As the original Grognard says, good to hear, Al. Looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, I think I'm going to pick it up. I was trying to find some gameplay on YouTube, but for $15, I'll take the risk. It looked really cool. Thank you for the link, my friend. I was reading about it. I'm hoping you can play both sides. I want to play as the English first, and then as the Zulus after. And I think you can play different scenarios. They also have one with Custard. That one's like $25, but I'm going to start off probably with the Battle of Islandwana. It's a really cool game site, so thank you very much, original Grognard. That's Devin from the original Grognard. Alright, 3rd and 10. And Lenny Moore will come out. We're going to put him in at flanker now. So it'll be Amici and Call. Pricer will go out. We'll play action fake. I think we're going to play action fake. You know what? We're going to go draw Allen Amici on 3rd and 10. On this muddy field, if Amici can break through. Indianapolis extra defensive back playing pass or doubling Mushler and Barry. It's a draw to Amici. Amici tripped up after a nice run. 4 yards. So the muddy field again hampers Allen Amici. He only picks up 4. Had a lot more running room in front of him as he slipped and went down. It is 4th and 6 with 1:36 to play here in the first quarter. The 58 Colts 7, the 2006 Indianapolis Colts nothing. And here comes the punter, Ray Brown. Back deep is Terrence Wilkins for the Indianapolis Colts. And here comes the punt. And again, it's a poor punt. Very difficult to kick in these weather conditions. Wilkins catches the ball at the 37. And he loses 4 yards as he circled back. And that was a huge mistake. Should have just went straight up the muddy field. He tried to circle back and make a big play. It does not work. So Payton Manning, with 1:27 left in the first quarter, will come out trailing by 7. The lone back behind him is Joseph Adai, who ripped off a long run earlier in the game. The 3 wideouts, Harrison, Wayne, and Moorhead. And the tight end is Clark. We're going to play bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback, and again, we're going to double Payton Manning's binky, Dallas Clark. Manning looking, drops back to pass. It's a draw to Adai. Can he rip off another big run? He breaks free once again until Brass brings him down. So that big run is only for 4 yards. As Brass made a lunging grab at his legs and was able to take him off balance and down to the wet turf. 2nd and 6 from the Indianapolis 37, 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Payton Manning in Indianapolis trailing Johnny Unitas in Baltimore 7-0 on the Allen Amici touchdown run. So 2nd and 6. And you know what? Now we're going to come with a blitz. 2 wideouts for Indianapolis, Harrison and Wayne. Adai, the lone back. They have 3 wideouts, I'm sorry. Harrison, Wayne, and Moorhead with Clark. We're going to blitz, tight coverage. And we're going to go extra defensive back. And again, we're going to double Payton Manning's binky, Dallas Clark. So here comes the linebacker blitz. Tight coverage by the Colts. Nickel defense. Here comes Redshirt on the blitz. Manning back in the pocket to draw to Adai. Good block by Glenn. Adai gets through the line. Hit at the 43. The ball comes loose once again. And Baltimore signaling they have it. Indianapolis pointing the other way. And the ref signals Leo Stafford has it for Baltimore. And once again, the big hits by the 58 Colts cause a turnover. Ball security has not been going well for Indianapolis. Manning has been picked off, and I believe that is the 2nd fumble, possibly the 3rd. They did recover 1. Let's just go. I think they fumbled the ball 3 times, Indianapolis losing 2. But Johnny Unitas and the 58 Colts back in business, 1st and 10 on the Indianapolis 43 with 33 seconds to go. So the big hits by this 58 Colt team. Tough bunch of players here. Causes the fumble by Adai. So the backfield will be Call and Billy Pricer. The flanker is Lenny Moore. And Raymond Berry and Muchler will be the ends. Hand off to Pricer. Billy Pricer will get the ball. Indianapolis playing run defense. They're key and Call. Pricer on the counter. And he only picks up 1 yard. Nice tackle by Raheem Brock. And that ends the first quarter of football. And it's been a slobber knocker here on this wet, sloppy, muddy field in Baltimore at Memorial Stadium. The 1958 Colts 7 on the Allen Amici touchdown run after the pickoff by Pellington for the Colts, the 58 Colts. And the 2006 Indianapolis Colts and Payton Manning, nothing. Lots of hard hits, most of them dished out by the 58 Colts. So it'll be 2nd and 9 on the Indianapolis 42. Johnny Unitas under center. And the backfield will be Amici, Pricer, and Lyles. The ends are Berry and Muchler. And we're going to give the ball to Lyles on the handoff. Indianapolis 8 men up in the box playing run. Teeing Allen Amici. Flag on the play.
False start.
False start by the offense.
Offense.
That's going to back them up 5. Cornelius says, wonder if it's possible for fun. Take the Browns, play them against Alabama. I'm going to do that actually, Max, but with Action PC football because I have more college teams. I was thinking about that myself. I don't know how it plays out, how they translate that, but if I can do it, I think we will put that together. Great thought there, Max. Super Sports 22,000 joins us in the chat. He says, replay of the 58 Colts, one of the fun teams of yesteryear. Absolutely, with Johnny U. As Original Grognar says, most welcome, my friend. When I thanked him for that link, again, on the Battle of Islandwana, I just mispronounced that, the game site that has it. It was very kind of him to do that. All right, 2nd and 14. After the false start. And Amici will come out of the game. The backfield will be Call, Pricer, and Lyles. The ends will be Barry and Mushler. And we're going to go screen to Billy Pricer. On 2nd and 14. Indianapolis safety up on the line of scrimmage. Keen Call on the run. Screen pass to Billy Pricer. He hauls it in at the 49. Nailed after catching the pass, but he doesn't go down until Nick Harper gets him at the 43, so he struggles for 4 yards, and that will leave 3rd and 10. These Colts are tough. They don't go down after the first hit, the 58 Colts. 3rd and 10, and Lenny Moore and Alan Amici will re-enter the game. With Call. So the full house backfield of Amici, Moore, and Call. The ends tight to the line of scrimmage, Barry and Mushler. Unitas under center. We're going to go medium pass to Lenny Moore. Go play action fake. They might bite a little bit. Medium pass to Lenny Moore. Play action fake. Indianapolis tight on the receivers, keying Moore. Play action. It's a pass. Moore snags it at the 37. What a catch by Lenny Moore. Brackett closes quickly and puts a big hit on Moore. Moore does hold on to that ball. And it will be a 6-yard gain. It will lead 4th and 4 on the Indianapolis 37. And we will punt. I don't want to give Peyton Manning any type of short field. We're going to punt. So, Ray Brown back on the field with the punt team for the 58 Colts. Back to try to return it will be Terrence Wilkins for the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. Here comes the punt. Trying to pin Indianapolis back deep. And there's the punt. No pressure on Brown. It's not a good one again, but it could be a good one where it lands. Wilkins signals for a fair catch at the 16. So he pins him with inside the 20, but they would like to have that inside the 10. Again, the special teams will be a tremendous advantage for the 2006 Indianapolis Colts compared to the 1958 Baltimore Colts. Again, they have players playing both ways as kickers and punters. So here comes Peyton Manning trailing by 7 with 13:29 left in the half. 7-0 Baltimore. Manning under center, the lone back Dominic Rhodes. The turnovers have cost the Indianapolis Colts. The 3 wideouts, Harrison, Wayne, and Prohl, and they're going with a blocking tight end. So we don't have to worry about him. Like bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback. And we're going to key. We're not going to key anybody. I should take somebody away. We're going to Rhodes out of the backfield. See if they try to get him out of the backfield. Bump and run coverage for Baltimore. Keying Rhodes. Manning drops back to pass. It's a draw to Dominic Rhodes. Rhodes breaks through. Gain of 6, and he holds on to the ball. Ball security has not been stellar for Indianapolis. So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Indianapolis 22, 12:43 to play in the half. Indianapolis trailing by 7. Indianapolis with 3 wideouts, Harrison, Wayne, and Moorhead. blocking tight end, and Dominic Rhodes, the lone back behind Peyton Manning, who's under center. Gonna blitz our linebacker, tight coverage. Okay. Pendleton on the blitz. Manning drops back the pass. Again, it's a draw to Rhodes. Tripped up after 3. So it's going to be 3rd and just under a yard. Big play here for the Indianapolis Colts. Can the 58 Baltimore Colts hold them? It's 3rd and probably just under a yard from the Indy 25. And now they bring in the blocking back, Ben Unitas. So Unitas is the blocking back. Behind him is Dominic Rhodes, Manning under center. The 2 wideouts, Harrison and Wayne. Again, they go with a blocking tight end. Run blitz. Here we go. Run blitz by the 58 Colts. Here comes everyone. Manning keeps it. And there's nothing there. He is smothered for a 2-yard loss as he was looking to bootleg. What a bad play call by the offensive coordinator. A bootleg with a slow-footed Peyton Manning. We went with a run blitz, and Manning loses 2 yards. The 58 Colts hold and force a punt from Hunter Smith. Back deep for the 58 Colts, Carl Tassif. And we're going to put the return on and hope for a big gain. Smith with the punt. The kick is away. It's a solid punt. Tassif fields it cleanly on the Baltimore 40. Great blocking. Finds a nice opening. Cross midfield past the 40. And he runs out of room and goes out of bounds at the Indy 30-yard line. Wow, so we set up the punt return. And what a job by Tassif. The gain of 30. And here comes Johnny Unitas and the 58 Colts in striking distance. Once again, my second screen has gone down. So as I play the game, I'll try to get that back up. But right now, I cannot see the chat. So we'll just continue to play the game. And when I get the screen up in between plays, I'll go to the chat. In the backfield, we'll have Amici, Moore, and Call. Unitas under center. Berry and Muchler are the ends, tight to the line. And the second screen's starting to come up. Alright, so we're going to give the ball to Alan Amici on the run. 1st and 10 from the Indy 30. Indianapolis expecting run. Amici has the ball. Small hole, but he breaks through for 6. He just keeps his legs churning. Allen, the horse, Amici, churns it out for 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. Cannot stop the horse. So another big run by Amici. Second screen's back up. Let's quickly go to the chat. As Max Cornelius said, nice about the possible winless Cleveland Browns against the Alabama Crimson Tide. We might have a mythical matchup there. The national champions in college football against one of the worst teams ever put together in NFL football, the Cleveland Browns. It's a shame they have great fans. All right, 2nd and 4. Again, the backfield, Amici, Moore, and Call. Berry and Muchler, the ends. Unitas under center. Play action pass. Looking for Raymond Berry on the medium short. Indianapolis playing the run. Keying Moore. Fake handoff to Call. Unitas has it still. Unitas under pressure. Goes to a different receiver. Now he's going to take off and run. And he picks up 3 yards, dragged down by Anthony McFarland. And it will be 3rd and 1 from the Indy 21. So Indianapolis finally get pressure on Johnny Unitas, but he scrambled for 3 on the outside. Brought down by McFarland. So a big 3rd and 1 here. Full house backfield. Actually, you know what? We'll have Moore go out as a flanker. will have Amici and Call in the backfield. Split backfield. Unitas under center. Play action fake. Medium pass to Lenny Moore. They're going to go for a touchdown here on 3rd and 1. Indianapolis playing run. They're keying Amici. Play action. Unitas looking for Moore on the medium pass. Moore has the ball at the 13. Moore is nailed by David at the 6 before he has any running room. Gain of 15. So the play action fake freezes the defense. Unitas is able to find Lenny Moore. He makes a really good catch but was quickly nailed by Jason David, but he held on to the ball, and it's now 1st and goal from the Indianapolis 6 after the 15-yard pitch and catch from Unitas to Lenny Moore. 9:08 to play in the first half. 58 Colts looking to put up another score here on the Indianapolis Colts of 2006 and Payton Manning. Moore will come out of the game. So it'll be Amici, Call, and Pricer in the backfield. And we're going to give the ball to Alan Amici. Hey, diddle diddle, Amici up the middle. Indianapolis keying run. They're keying Amici. Amici has it. He breaks through until Nick Harper tries to trip him up. Gain of 4, 2nd and goal. As Amici went stumbling towards the goal line as he was torpedoed by Nick Harper. It is 2nd and goal from the Indy 2-yard line. 8:34 to play. Back to the chat, the original Grognard. I've played with the idea in the past of picking this up. How difficult is it to load in the player and stadium photos? Very easy. Very easy. They actually have it all set up on the Devin, the original Grognard. Go to 2nd and 10. You can actually download the demo, and you can download everything. You can play this game for 3 days for free. See if you like it, and if you do, buy it. I think it's $40. You get all the NFL seasons and a few college seasons. And as Max Cornelius says in the chat, it is real easy to do. Devin, they already have on their site a file. You just have to, I forgot what link it is, but it's on their site. It's like a community site. A file of all the pictures, all the stadiums, and you just download it and it goes exactly where it's supposed to go. It's absolutely marvelous. But you can go to the site 2nd and 10 Football, download the demo, download the files. You can play it for free for 3 days. As soon as you start to play, that's when the 3 days start. I did it. I didn't think I was going to like it enough to buy it. I fell in love with this game. You know I like my Action PC Football too. I love that game also, but this is a really nice compliment to it. I recommend it to anyone who's a football fan. Check out this game. It is a free demo. You can play for 3 days. That way you get a feel for it. Now, once you buy the game, they will not give you a refund because I don't think you'd want one, anyone who's tried the game, because they let you play it for free for 3 days. I highly recommend it. And as Max Cornelius says, loading the pictures and the stadiums is really easy. You just download the files and it automatically goes. And you can also, for the newer seasons, they don't have as many pictures, so you can actually download your own pictures if you want. Alright, so 2nd and goal from the 2. And we're going to give the ball to Alan Amici, short yardage. Indianapolis playing short yards. Amici has the ball. And Amici goes to the outside. He loses a yard as he tried to take it outside. As everything was stuffed in the middle, he tried to bounce it to the outside. McFarland makes the tackle. 3rd and 3, 7:52 to play in the first half. The 58 Colts 7, the 2006 Colts nothing. So Colin Amici in the backfield. Lenny Moore back out at flanker. Play action fake short to Lenny Moore on 3rd and goal from the 3. Indianapolis playing for the run. They're keying Amici. Unitas sets up in the pocket. Quick toss to Moore. And knocked away by Gardner. Great anticipation by Gilbert Gardner as the 58 Colts thought they had 6 more points up on the board. A great play by Gilbert Gardner. And now here comes the adventure of a short field goal. Steve Myra, I want to say Myra was a defensive back / linebacker. He's also their kicker, straight ahead kicker, old school. Now we're kicking, it's literally from the 3, so I don't know what standards we're using. We'll even say we're using the modern standards, so you add 17 yards. It's a 20-yard field goal. And if it's not, then it's literally a 3-yard field goal. Because in the old days, the field goal post was in the middle of the field, and it hung out over the goal line. So this is a really short field goal, and he's only 52% chance of making it, but we're going for it. For the field goal. He already missed one from 23. Here's the snap and the place. The kick is up. And he missed again! Oh my god, he missed 2 short field goals. Oh my lord. Steve Myra misses another one. So that was a 20-yard field goal attempt. We're playing with the 2006 standards then. It doesn't matter, he missed. So he missed a 20-yarder and a 23-yarder. We will not be attempting any more field goals with Mr. Steve Myra. So the Indianapolis Colts dodge another bullet. They should be down 13-0. And a very frustrated Weeb Eubank on the 58 Colts sideline. If that name sounds familiar, Weeb Eubank was the head coach for the 1958 Colts and the 1968 New York Jets. So he's won a Super Bowl with the Jets and an NFL championship with the Colts. He had the privilege of coaching Johnny Unitas and Joe Namath. So Peyton Manning brings the Indy offense out on the field at their own 20. 2 wideouts, Harrison and Wayne. Tight end is Clark. Blocking back is Utek. Behind him is Dominic Rhodes. 7:42 to play in the first half. Indy trailing by 7. And we're going to blitz a linebacker. Tight coverage. Okay. Colts in tight coverage. Shinnick coming on the blitz. Manning sets up. Back in the pocket. It's a draw to Rhodes. He avoids being tackled in the backfield and fights hard to get to the 23. In the struggle, the ball comes loose. There's a scrum. Who has it? They're pulling players off the pile. Big Daddy Limpskin comes up with it. And Baltimore gets another turnover on a big hit. And it's Big Daddy Limpskin. Unbelievable. As once again, Colts running backs put the ball on the wet grass. Alan Amici's tired. He will not be able to run, as we're going to have to hold him out 4 plays now. So he will not even be involved in this drive, most likely. The backfield will be Moore, Pricer, and Call. The ends will be Barry and Mutchler. Wow, Big Daddy Limpskin comes through once again. Greg Gorecki has joined us in the chat. As Greg Gorecki says, Myra was not a great kicker. No, he was not. And Greg Gorecki says, 2 NFL championships with the Colts. Yep, 58 and 59. In 58, they defeated the Giants at Yankee Stadium in what's called one of the greatest games of all time. The first overtime game, I believe. Sudden death. And in 59, they handled the Giants easier. And I think that was in Baltimore when they beat them. Back-to-back championships for Johnny Unitas and the Colts of the late 50s. Beating Frank Gifford and the New York Giants. Alright, so again, we're going to go full house backfield. Moore, Call, and Pricer. Barry and Mushler the ends. And we're going to give the ball to Lenny Moore. Look at his, I think this is his first carry of the game. 8 men up in the box for Indy. They're key and Call. Moore has it on the counter. Breaks an arm tackle at the line of scrimmage. He meets little resistance at the next level at 20. There's not a defender nearby. He scores! Lenny Moore is in. Touchdown. The Colts go up 13-0. As that was Lenny Moore's second attempt. I forgot one. For 51 yards in a TD. Lenny Moore went muttering through the mud for a 23-yard touchdown run. And here comes Myra for the extra point, and thank God He actually hits extra points, 96%. Here's the snap and the place. Let's see if Myra puts this one through. The kick is up and good. So another turnover proves costly for the Indianapolis Colts of 2016. The 58 Baltimore Colts now lead 14-0 with 7:26 to play in the half. Max Cornelius says, wow, that's like 4 turnovers. Yep, 3 fumbles that were recovered. I think they fumbled 4 times, but the 58 Colts recovered 3. And the pickoff by Pellington, which was the first score, and Amici plunged in from short distance. And now Lenny Morris scored on a rushing touchdown. As you can see the muddy field here. Right here. See, that's mud. So Myra will kick off deep for the 2006 Indy Colts. Wilkins and Reed. Here comes a deep kickoff. Myra's into a mild wind. Wilkins has it at the 14 and 28 yards on return. Flag on the play, though. Clipping.
Receiving team.
And that's going to nullify that. Back him up, baby. Half the distance to the goal line, we will accept it. So Peyton Manning, trailing by 14, comes out onto the field. Utech, the blocking back, Rhodes, the running back, Harrison and Stokely, the wideouts, and his binky, Dallas Clark. And we're going to blitz our linebacker here. Tight coverage. And okay. Leo Stanford on the blitz, back in the pocket, draw to Rhodes once again, and he only picks up a yard as the front 7 of the Baltimore Colts sniff that one out. And even when they haven't sniffed it out, they've been able to hit Rhodes and Adai enough that they fumble the ball. Adai did have that huge run. I want to say it was 48 yards on a draw. But Indy came up empty when they turned the ball over deep in Baltimore territory. So 2nd and 9, 6:31 to play in the half on the Indy 15. Manning under center. Utech and Rhodes behind him. Harrison and Stokely the wideouts. And the tight end, once again, Dallas Clark, Manning's binky. Play bump and run coverage. Extra defensive back, shadow the quarterback. Dallas Clark, we're going to double Clark and Rhodes. Okay. Manning drops back to pass. It's a draw. Rhodes has the ball. Tackled by Brass for no gain. Again, they've gone to that draw one too many times to the well, as they say. Last 2 plays, 1 yard and no yards, and it brings up a crucial 3rd and 9, 5:52 to play in the half. The 1958 Baltimore Colts 14, the 2006 Indianapolis Colts nothing. So 3rd and 9. Indy goes with 3 wideouts now. Harrison, Wayne, and Moorhead. Tight end Dallas Clark. The lone running back Dominic Rhodes. And again, he can catch out of the backfield. He's a B receiver with 1 reception before he goes into the penalty. Actually 2, because then it'll be 0, then the penalty. We're going to go blitz our linebacker. Extra defensive back. Tight coverage. Double Dallas Clark. Manning's binky. So here comes a linebacker blitz for us. Reshire on the blitz. Manning back to pass. Screen to Harrison. Flag on the play. Harrison slips on the width for surface. Can't catch the ball. Let's see what the flag is. Holding.
Defense.
Oh! Holding on the defense. That's going to be an automatic first down. 5 yards and a first down. And that'll keep this drive alive. So just when the 58 Colts defense thought they were coming off the field, slow down, big fellas. So the 5-yard defensive holding call will keep this drive alive for the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning with 5:46 to play in the half, trailing by 2 scores. So 1st and 10 at the Indianapolis 20. Play standard man coverage. And we're going to double Dallas Clark. Okay. Standard man coverage. Doubling Clark. Manning gives the ball to Adai. Adai has an opening. And nice play by Milt Davis. As Adai was looking to go for a lot more yards, tripped up by Milt Davis after a gain of 8. Leaves a 2nd and 2, 5:09 left in the half. Ball's on the Indianapolis 28. Indy goes with 3 wideouts. Harrison, Moorhead, and Prohl. Tight end, Dallas Clark. Adai behind Manning, who's under center. We're going to go linebacker blitz. Tight coverage. Extra defensive back. And we're going to cover, again, we're going to cover Dallas Clark, Manning's binky on the blitz. Maybe he's going to try to dump it to Clark down the middle. Shinnick blitzing. Manning gets the snap back in the pocket. Again a draw to Adai. Adai slips after getting the handoff and he loses 2 yards. The footing is treacherous here in this rainy, muddy weather. And it will be 3rd and 4 now. So they continue to try to catch the 58 Colts on that draw play. They had some early success, but they fumbled the ball one too many times. So 3rd and 4, 3 wideouts. Harrison, Wayne, Stokely, the tight end, Clark. Adai, the lone running back. Manning barking out the signals at the line of scrimmage. Bump and run coverage. Shadow the quarterback. Extra defensive back. And we're going to double, again, Dallas Clark, Manning's binky. Here's a snap. Manning drops straight back. It's a screen to Adai, and batted away by Leo Sanford. Well anticipated, and it's 4th and 4, and here comes the punter, Hunter Smith, once again. He's punting with a mild wind. Back for the 58 Colts, Carl Tassif, who's had a tremendous return that set up the 58 Colts in tremendous territory. And again, we're going to put the return on, hoping for another big return by Tassif. Smith with the punt. Plenty of time. Solid punt. Tassif catches the ball at the Baltimore 37, gets to the edge. Over the 40. This could be another big return over the midfield. And finally brought down at the Indy 41, 22 yards. Another good return by Carl Tassif. When with 4:05 to play, Weeb Eubank and Johnny Unitas and the 58 Colts back in business on the Indy 41, 1st and 10 with a 14-0 lead. Greg Durecki says 2 of the 3 losses for the Colts in 1958 were with their backup quarterback. So I believe their backup quarterback was Shaw. Yep, George Shaw. As I just clicked on him, he's not going to play, obviously. So that's very interesting. Because, yes, the Baltimore Colts went 9-3, so that's very interesting. They could have, maybe with Johnny Unitas, they might have went 11-1. 11-1. Michi still has to be out because he's hit that 3, and I don't think you can click on him. Yeah. Oh, you can, but I think he runs. You know what? We're up. We're going to let him have his 3 plays off. So, full house backfield of Moore, Call, and Pricer. Berry and Muchler are the ends. 4:05 to play. We're going to give the ball to Billy Pricer out of the full house backfield. Indy's key and call. Pricer immediately slips on the wet grass and he loses 1 yard. The footing is treacherous here. A muddy field here at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. And it will bring up 2nd and 11. We're not going to call timeout. 3:23 to play in the half. 14-0 Baltimore over Indianapolis. So 2nd and 11. We're going to flare this pass out to Lenny Moore. Actually, you know what? Play action. Medium pass to Lenny Moore. All-purpose defense for the Colts. Watch and call on the run. Unitas. Fake handoff. He still has it. Doesn't have much time. Tremendous pressure. And he is sacked by Raheem Brock. Loss of 3. So down to the muddy grass goes Johnny U and his high-top cleats. We're not going to call it timeout. Raheem Brock, that's his first sack. Back to the chat. Greg Gorecki says if Unitas played, and I said maybe they would have went, 11-1. He said quite likely. Andre Ford, does this game have ratings for players in bad weather? Because Indy is playing like a dome team, and that is not used to inclement weather. I believe they do. I believe they do. And again, the rating system, and that could be another whole video, because I don't, it's a letter, it's quite interesting, this game. And I don't want to get into it now, but I'll go. It's a really fun game once I got used to it. Again, my favorite football game, Action PC, but I do like this game. This is 2nd and 10 football. And they have a, like workhorse rating. This is what WH means, workhorse rating. So if you're an A, even if they're keying you, you can still get a decent runoff. A, B, C, D, E, F. So they've used that lettering system. The CG will just say carries or catches per game. Alan Amici has 5 left. He can really get 6 because he'll go to 0. After that, you'll see a minus, and that takes away from his yardage or his chances of getting a better run. I'm not saying I know this game in and out. I've not read the rule. You don't have to. You can pick up on the game quickly enough where you can enjoy the game. You can pick up on pretty much everything you understand. Like, minus, bad, like the odds are, I know it says like 33% chance. That's what this means. But then there's a minus, so the odds are it's not even that. If you see a plus, obviously that's got to be better. Again, I've not gone through everything, but it's a really fun game. Greg Gorecki says, that is why I'm glad the Vikings are back outdoors. Alright, so it is 3rd and 14 after the Raheem Brock sack on Johnny Unitas. 2:41 left in the half. 14-0, 58 Colts over the 2006 Colts. Unitas versus Manning. Amici still can't come in the game. He needs to rest for one more play. And we're going to try to get the ball to Lenny Moore. And you can see Moore is now a B. And he's gone down to a 0. So I can get one more pass that he can catch without penalty. Penalty meaning he's just not going to be as effective. Do I want to use it now? Play action. Barry. I only really have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 more times I can pass, basically. A little more than that for any type of usage penalty. Do I want to use... You know what? We're going to go screen. Screen to Lenny Moore. Colts neutral defense, keying more on the pass. This could be a big play here for Indy. Screen to Moore, pulled down at the 46. A 1-yard loss, so they were keying Moore and the screen as the 58 Colts just basically go backwards on that drive. With 2:32 left, the punt team comes back out on the field for the 58 Colts. Here comes Ray L. Brown to punt back deep. Terrence Wilkins for the 2006 Indy Colts. Here comes the punt. Brown wants to pin him back deep, hopefully. He's had poor punts. Off the side of his foot, another poor punt by Brown. The Colts let the ball roll, and it stops at the Indy 30. Only a 16-yard punt. So the kicking game has been god-awful for the 58 Colts. The return game with Passif has been excellent. So Peyton Manning will have one more crack before the half, trailing by 14. Manning comes out onto the field with his offensive teammates a die behind him. The 3 wideouts, Reggie Gross, Aaron Moorhead, and Brandon Stokely. The tight end, Dallas Clark. We're going to play a standard zone, extra defensive back. Okay. A die with the carry. He only picks up 1. Milt Davis, Johnny on the spot, bringing him down to the wet grass. 2nd and 9. And here's the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to play. 14-0, the 58 Colts over the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. So far, Unitas in the lead over Manning. Though neither quarterback has really been stellar, it's been a very hard-hitting game. The hard hits mostly coming on the 58 Colts end. Indy has turned the ball over 4 times, 3 fumbles and a pick. 2 of the 4 times, the 58 Colts have capitalized an Amici touchdown run and then a Lenny Moore touchdown run. Extra points by Myra. Myra has also missed 2 short field goals. Could easily be 20-0. Instead, it's 14-0, 58 Colts. 2nd and 9 from the Indy 31. Linebacker blitz, extra defensive back, tight coverage. Doubling Dallas Clark. I like to double Dallas Clark because he's Manning's binky. Bill Payton coming on the blitz. Manning drops back to pass. Another draw. Rhodes has the ball. 4 yards brought down by Don Joyce. We'll take that all day of the week. And it'll be 3rd and 5. We're not going to call timeout. 1:34 left in the half. So it looks like Indianapolis might just run the clock down here. They get the ball to start in the 3rd quarter, so it's 3rd and 5. Bump and run coverage. Again, we're going to send our linebacker on the blitz. Extra defensive back. Tight coverage. Doubling Dallas Clark to Binky. The 3 wideouts for Indy, Harrison, Wayne, and Stokely, a die in the backfield. Here's the snap. Theo Sanford on the blitz. It's going to be a throw. Manning looking for Harrison on the medium pass. And Andy Nelson intercepted at midfield for the 58 Colts. Good blocking. He gets to the outside, and he picks up 13 yards as Peyton Manning has been picked off for a 2nd time, this time by Andy Nelson. Manning was looking for Marvin Harrison on the medium pass. There wasn't a lot of room. He forced that in, and Andy Nelson picks it off. And with 1:24, Johnny Unitas and the 58 Colts back out on the field. Unitas under center, and Alan Amici's back. So more Amici. It's going to be Amici and Jack Clark in the backfield. Jack Call, excuse me. Moore, the flanker. The ends are Barry and Muchler. And let's get a screen to Alan Amici. Going screen to Alan Amici. Indy playing a standard set on defense. Amici on the screen. And he picks up nothing. Cato on the quick hit and stop. And we will call timeout now.
Timeout, offense.
2 left. So 1:24 to play. 2nd and 10 on the Indy 37. Play action fake. Medium pass to Raymond Barry. Extra defensive back on the field for Indy. Double covering Moore. And the pass to Barry is broken up by Hayden. Hayden quickly closed on that. So we'll bring up 3rd and 10. The draw play, Alan Amici. Again, extra defensive back playing pass for Indy. Here comes a draw to Amici. Great blocking, he breaks through! But he only picks up 5 as Dexter Reed torpedoes Amici's legs. And down goes Amici to the muddy grass. And it's now 4th and 5. If we don't call timeout, 36 seconds left. We're not going to call timeout. I still have 2. 4th and 5 from the Indy 32. We're going to take a shot here. If we pick up the 1st down, we're going to go hurry up. We can go to the out. And we're going to go Barry on the medium out. Raymond Berry to the medium out. Indianapolis playing standard zone defense. Extra defensive back. Sideline pattern to Berry. It's complete. Knocked out of bounds. Gain of 9. First down. What a call by Eubanks. And 28 seconds left on the clock on the Indy 23. 1st and 10. Myra's not even in field goal range yet. He's missed a 20-yarder and a 23-yarder. Actually, a 23-yarder first, then the 20-yarder. All right. And as you can see, Lenny Moore is now down to a C receiver with a -1 usage. Again, red bad. Not that it's horrible. You can still use him. It's just something that might have been his chances of a completion go down a little more. It's very easy to understand this game, even if you don't understand every little nook and cranny of it. Red bad. Can still use him. As in, he's still a great player, and you're going to have to use him. All right, so it's 1st and 10 on the 23. Play action fake. And again, we're going to go a medium out to Berry. Here comes the blitz. Play action, Unitas is going to throw. Pocket collapses on Unitas. He's brought down. Sacked by Mathis. The ball is loose at the 29. There's a scramble for it. Refs peeling away players. And Nick, as Buzz Nutter, saves the day for the 58 Colts. Recovers the fumble by Unitas. A big hit put on him by Mathis. And we're going to use our last timeout here. Oh no, our second timeout. So Robert Mathis gets his first sack, loss of 6, and that will bring up
offense.
2nd and 16 from the Indy 29. We have one timeout left, and we're going to go draw Alan Amici on this muddy field. Let's see if we can get to the next level. Extra defensive back playing pass for Indy. Here's the draw to Alan the Horse Amici. And it's a fumble! And this time, Indy recovers it, and they're going upfield! Oh boy! They could return. He cuts to the outside. To the 20. This is going to be a fumble return for a touchdown, possibly. No! Finally dragged down. Wow! Unbelievable. What a turn of events. I run a draw with Alan Amici. Mathis. There's a big hit. Mathis recovers the fumble. And now Peyton Manning with 10 seconds left will have it 1st and goal from the Baltimore Colt 10. Oh my Lord, what a turnabout. I thought that was a fairly safe play, but the weather has been, the rain and the mud. I thought that a draw to Alan Amici was fairly safe, but I guess not, and this puts the Colts back, the Indy Colts back in this game. If they kick a field goal here, pretty much automatic, though the weather's bad. They have Adam Vinatieri as the kicker, and they get the ball in the 3rd quarter to start with. Oh, wow. 10 seconds left. Indy has all 3 timeouts. They can probably run 2 plays if they're quick. Bump and run coverage. Doubling Dallas Clark. Shadow the quarterback. Okay. 10 seconds left in the half. Doubling Clark. Manning back in the pocket. Looking for Clark. He still throws. Clark slips on the wet surface. There was good coverage anyway. The ball falls incomplete. And here comes Adam Vinatieri to attempt the 27-yard field goal. The hero of 2 New England Patriots Super Bowls. Should be a Hall of Famer, Adam Vinatieri. 73% chance of making this 27-yard field goal. Here's the snap and the place. The kick is up.
Good.
And it's good. So the huge turnover, and finally the 2006 Indianapolis Colts are on the board thanks to a 27-yard field goal by Adam Vinatieri and that huge fumble by Alan Amici. And that's the half. Wow, 14-3. I thought that was a fairly safe play call, a draw to Alan Amici. Instead, big hit, fumbled. Mathis picks it up, rumbles to the Baltimore Colt 10-yard line. Incomplete pass as we were doubling Dallas Clark. Again, Dallas Clark, if you watch Peyton Manning, that's his binky. I know those guys have a better rating, like those other receivers are A and a B, 2 A's and a C when they have 3 of them out there. And Clark's only a C, but that's his binky. He always wanted to go to Dallas Clark when he felt any pressure. And so Indianapolis, we're going to continue with the game. Indianapolis will receive. They want to receive. Kick with the wind. If we kick with the wind, they have it in the 4th. I'm going to kick. If we kick into the wind, we have it in the 4th. We'll kick into the wind. I think I figured that right. Here comes Steve Myra. And again, those 2 field goals he missed, a 23-yarder and a 20-yarder, could be huge. It's 14-3. Colts getting the ball to start off the 3rd quarter, trailing by 11. Back deep for the Indy Colts, Wilkins and Reed, and Myra will attempt to kick deep on this muddy, rainy field. And Reed bobbles the ball, and he's lucky to recover it, and he picks up 13 yards. And Super Sports 22,000 says, go get him. And Greg Recchi says, boo on the fumble run. Alright, so here comes Peyton Manning. Under center. Blocking back Ben Utek. Running back Joseph Adai. 2 wideouts, Wayne and Prohl. Tight end, Dallas Clark. Again, Peyton Manning's binky. And a binky is what you give a small child. You know, you put in his mouth, you know, the binky, the little baby, the binky. That's what I call it, the binky. We're going to play bump and run coverage. And shadow the quarterback. And I'm not going to double... you know what? We're going to double a die out of the backfield. Bump and run coverage, keying a die in the pass. It's going to be a pass. No, it's a draw to a die. Picks up 4 yards, brought down by Don Shinnick. So it'll be 2nd and 6. They've gone a lot to the draw, though they did run a lot of draw plays, because the one thing this game should get, and they need to make the change, Peyton Manning, they don't put anybody in shotgun in this game. They just, well, I mean, you have to assume he's possibly in shotgun, I guess, but they should make the board here where it should give you the ability to put the guy in shotgun. That's one of the things they should do. To buy a little extra time. Also to keep in an extra blocker. Again, you can do a lot of these things in Action PC, but you can't complain about this game. $40 value. You get all the NFL seasons. One shot. Alright, 2nd and 6. Linebacker blitz. Tight coverage. Here we go. Pellington on the blitz. Manning back in the pocket. Looking long pass to Clark. Misthrown by Manning. Falls incomplete. As it looked like it slipped out of his hands. I think he was feeling the pressure from the blitzing Pellington, who's also picked off a ball. So 3rd and 6. Big play here for the 2006 Indy Colts, trailing by 11. 3 wideouts, Harrison, Wayne, and Stokely. The tight end is Clark. Utek is in the backfield. He's the protector of Manning. He's a blocking back. But he's not a bad receiver. He's a B receiver, and he has 2 catches left. Screens, he's 66% chance. Again, that changes depending on the defensive call. Can go up or down. Short, 53, and medium, 40. 3rd and 6. We're going to blitz the linebacker again. Go extra defensive back, tight coverage, double coverage, the binky, Dallas Clark. Baltimore, tight. Here comes a blitz by Richshire. Medium pass to Utek, and Utek brings it in at the 43. Jackie Simpson brings him down, a gain of 8 and a first down. So they went to the blocking back Utek. As I just explained, he's not a bad receiver. And they went to him. So 1st and 10 on the Indianapolis 44. 3 plays so far, 12 yards. 13-14 left in the third quarter. It's been a slobber knocker. Good night, Greg Gurecki. Take care, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. Greg Gurecki, great friend of the channel from Canada, the Great White North. 3 wideouts for Indy. Wayne, Moorhead, and Stokely. The tight end is Clark. The lone running back, Rhodes, Manning under center. Zone. Standard zone, okay. Manning setting up the throw, and again it's a draw play, but this time Art Donovan fends off his block and brings Rhodes down. Rhodes did struggle for 2 yards, though. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Indy 46 as they approach midfield, trailing by 11 here in the third quarter. So 2nd and 8. Linebacker blitz. 3 wideouts for Indy. Wayne Moorhead and Prohl, the tight end Clark. Brian Fletcher's now in the backfield. So they have to rest their other 2 backs. Extra defensive back. Tight coverage. And double cover Clark. Here we go. Shinnick on the blitz. Manning looking for Fletcher on the circle pass. Leo Sanford is there, and he knocks the ball away. Another nice play by Leo Sanford. And it brings up 3rd and 8. Again, they're going to go to the back, the blocking back out of the backfield. Joseph Adai comes back in the game. In the backfield with Manning. 3 wideouts, Harrison, Wayne, and Moorhead. Clark, the tight end. 3rd and 8. Standard zone. Extra defensive back will mix up our coverage here. Okay. Try to look for a play here. Manning gets a snap, back in the pocket. Medium short to Reggie Wayne. Wayne has it, breaks 1 tackle. He goes out of bounds, picking up 10 yards and a first down, forced out of bounds by Lenny Lyles. See, Lyles is playing both ways. He's also a running back. Take care, Andre Ford. Thank you very much for joining me. Alrighty, so it's 1st and 10 on the Baltimore 44 now for Peyton Manning and the Indy Colts. Wayne and Stokely the wideouts, Clark the tight end. Blocking back UTEC, Adai the running back. I formation. Linebacker blitz. Actually, we're not going to do that. Bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback, and double Reggie Wayne. I think they're going to go deep on this. Wayne double covered. Manning, usual drop, quick toss to his binky Dallas Clark. And the ball is, what happened here? Another turnover. And Johnny on the spot is Don Shinnick. Recovering it for the 58 Colts at the 48. A quick toss to Dallas Clark. The pass was hurried and just thrown into the ground. This ball may be live, and it was. It was not a forward pass. A live ball, and Don Shinnick got to it first. Another turnover. So here comes Johnny Unitas. The Baltimore Colts of 1958-14. The 2006 Indianapolis Colts 3. So Indianapolis, ball security non-existent in this game. Again, this dome team is having tremendous trouble out on this wet, rainy field, muddy field. Amici and Call in the backfield, Moore the flanker, Berry and Mutchler the ends. Amici fumbled on his last carry. He's going to get the carry here, though. Colts expecting the run. They're keying Amici. Here's Amici on the handoff. He hits the hole quickly into opponent's territory. Past the 40. 30. It's a big run for Amici. And he's pushed out of bounds by Nick Harper after a gain of 29. So it's first down on the Indianapolis 23. Allen Amici making up for that fumble. He's going to come out of the game, and Billy Pricer will come in. So it'll be Call and Pricer in the backfield. Moore, Berry, and Mutchler. the receivers. Johnny Unitas, under center, barking out the signals. Draw to Billy Pricer. Indianapolis playing run. They're keying call. Here comes the draw. Pricer, flag on the play. Pricer brought down by Ragor after a gain of 2.
Illegal use of hands. Offense.
Oh, illegal use of hands. I believe that's a 10-yard penalty. On the O. Penalty is accepted by Indianapolis. And it'll be 1st and 19. Alrighty, that's a tough one. So Billy Pricer now goes in the penalty. You can see the red in the -1. Pricer will go out. Lenny Lyles will come back in. So the backfield will be Moore, Call, and Lyles. Amici still getting a breather on this 1st and 19. Run by Lenny Moore. 8 men up in the box for Indy. Keying Moore. Here's the handoff to Lenny Moore. Good push by the offensive line. Moore gains 6 yards. So the Baltimore Colts offensive line pushing back the Indy front 7 and this sloppy, muddy field. And Lenny Moore muds for 6 yards. He's a mudder. Brings up 2nd and 13, clock running. Alan Amici back in the game. Lyles goes out, Amici comes in. The ends are Barry and Muchler. And it's going to be a handoff to Alan Amici on the 2nd and 13. Extra defensive back for Indy. They're playing pass, watching more. Amici has the ball. He slips after getting the handoff, and that's a loss of a couple. Again, the treacherous footing, the rainy weather, the muddy field, and now 3rd and 5. Tackle credited to the mud. So 3rd and 15. Draw play, Alan Amici. The last time we ran this was not too successful. He fumbled. Extra defensive back. They're looking for the pass, keying more. Unitas back. Handoff, Amici. The draw. He cuts through the line. The 20. The 10. He could go all the way. And he's finally brought down at the 2-yard line of Indianapolis. 1st down. Amici picks up 26. Amici 15 carries, 110 yards, and a TD. Alan Amici won the Heisman Trophy while at Wisconsin. So 1st and goal from the Indy 2, 14-3, the 58 Colts over the 2006 Colts. And we're going to go short run by Call. Indianapolis, 8 men in the box, keying Amici. The ball goes to Call, counter, and touchdown as Call pushes his way through for those 2 yards. Another rushing score by the 58 Colts. And Jack Call, 1 attempt, 2 yards, and a TD. So he touches the ball and scores. It's now 20-3. We await the Myra extra point. Myra's hit 2 extra points. He has missed 2 field goals, though. Here comes the extra point for the straight-ahead kicker. 96% chance to make it, and it's good! 21-3. The 1958 Colts over the 2006 Indianapolis Colts. So Myra will kick off now. Back deep, Wilkins and Reed for the Indy Colts. Here comes the kickoff. They need a big return here. Reed has it at the 17, finds some running room. But not for long. Does get out to the 33, though. And here comes Peyton Manning. The Indianapolis Colts have been a turnover machine. They've not been able to handle this rainy, cold weather, the muddy field. Playing in a dome, they don't see this. So here's Peyton Manning, and Manning has not been stellar. Let's just give you a little box score here. Manning, 3 for 11, 30 yards, and 2 interceptions. Rhodes, 9 carries, 18 yards. Aday, 8 carries, 74 yards, 49 of them on a draw play. And Manning, 2 for -6. Rhodes 1 for 12 with receptions, Wayne 1 for 10, and Utek 1 for 8. This vaunted Indianapolis Colt offense has been held in check and more by the 58 Colts defense. Johnny Unitas 9 of 15 for 55 yards, no TDs, no interceptions. Amici 15 for 110 and a touchdown. Pricer 4 for 7. Moore 3 for 57 and a touchdown. Unitas 3 for 2. Lyles 2 for -1, and Call got his first carry for a 2-yard touchdown run, as we just saw. Lenny Moore 4 receptions, 24 yards. Barry 3 for 27. Pricer 1 for 4. Amici 1 for no yards. Back to the ball game. Here we go. 3 wideouts for the Indy Colts. They're down by 18. It's going to be Harrison, Wayne, and Stokely blocking tight end. The running back is Joseph Adai. We're going to play standard zone, extra defensive back. Okay. Draw play to Adai. Pops through a hole in the middle of the line. He's into the secondary. This could be a big play. They can't bring him down until he gains 9 yards. Flag on the play.
Flagrant face mask.
Oh, a face mask.
Defense.
So a flagrant face mask on the 58 Colts. That's going to tack on another 15. So that'll be a 24-yard pickup. The 9 yards on the run, 15 yards on the penalty. And it will be 1st and 10 as Indy invades Baltimore territory on their 43. 9:36 to play in the third quarter. Bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback, and we're going to double no one. We'll have one roamer. He'll be spying, hopefully. Here's the snap. Manning drops back to pass, and again a draw to Adai. Picks up 5 yards, brought down by Shinnick. 2nd and 5 from the Baltimore 38. .52 to play in the third quarter. 21-3, the 58 Colts over the 2006 Colts. All right, 2nd and 5. We're going to blitz our linebacker. Tight coverage. Extra defensive back. Doubling Dallas Clark. Going to double Manning's binky. Here comes Sanford on the blitz. Clark facing double coverage. Manning drops back to pass. Another draw to Adai. Picks up 3 yards on this muddy field. Brought down. And it'll be 3rd and a tough 2. 8:07 to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 2 from the Baltimore 35. Bump and run. Shadow the quarterback. Doubling Clark, the tight end. Back in the pocket. Another draw play to Adai. Picks up 4 yards. Flag on the play. This could be holding.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. Uh-oh.
Offense.
Oh, wow. Personal foul on the offense. We don't know who yet. And that will nullify the first down as Adai picked up 4 yards on the 3rd and 2. The 58 Colts will accept it, and it will be a 15-yard penalty. Oh, so they do pick up the first down because it's after the play. How does that work? Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play. Okay, so they pick up the first down, and then they move back 15 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 46. I thought we had it 3rd and long, but no, it was after the play. A stupid penalty on the Indianapolis Colts offensive lineman. 2 wideouts for Indy. Harrison and Stokely. The tight end is Clark. The running backs are Rhodes and Fletcher. Manning under center. Linebacker blitz. Tight coverage. Okay. Here comes the blitz. Manning looking for Fletcher. Myra all over that. Breaks up the play. Nice play by Steve Myra. Also doubles as a kicker. He's made 2 extra points and missed 2 short field goals. The straight-ahead kicker, defensive back, linebacker. 2nd and 10 from the Baltimore 46. And again, we're going to come with a linebacker blitz. Tight coverage, this time extra defensive back. And we're going to double Dallas Clark. Trying to take Clark away from Manning. Again, that's Manning's binky. Here comes Radichere on the blitz. They're doubling Clark. Manning back in the pocket. Another draw by Adaya. Exchange not timed correctly. Fumble, and Bill Pendleton recovers it. Another turnover on this sloppy, wet surface and rainy day by the Indianapolis Colts. Unbelievable. Wow. As Indianapolis just not playing well in the weather at all here at Memorial Stadium on this muddy grass field on this rainy, chilly, windy day. Here comes Johnny Unitas and the 58 Colt offense. They have a 21-3 lead with 7:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And it says I'm offline, so bear with me a moment. Alright, we're not, it says we're offline, but we're not offline. So, alright, back to the game. Alright, so the running backs, we got a full house backfield. Amici, Moore, and Call. The ends are Barry and Muchler. And we're going to go a run to Lenny Moore. Indy playing run. They're keying Amici. Counter for Moore. Moore cuts left. Gains 4 yards on the counter. 2nd and 6. On the Indy 48. 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Again, we're going to give the ball to Lenny Moore. Standard defense by Indianapolis. Expecting Call to make the carry. Moore has it once again. Picks up 7 yards. Brought down by Hayden. But it is a 1st down. The drive keeps on ticking. 6:28 to play in the 3rd quarter. So Amici has 1 more carry before he goes, well, 2. He'll go 1, then 0, then the penalty for usage. Lenny Moore, 4. Call 4. Pricer's in the penalty. We still get 2 carries for Lyles. And we still have some passing, though we're not going to pass the ball. We're up 18. Feels wet. And we're going to give the ball to Jack Call. 1st and 10 on the 41 of Indy. They're keying Moore. And Call gets nothing. Brought down by Anthony McFarland. McFarland was on that play quickly. 2nd and 10. 5:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Allen Amici on the draw. All-purpose defense for Indy. They're keying Moore on the run. It's a draw to Amici. Gain of 3 again. Another tackle by Anthony McFarland. It's 3rd and 7. 5:18 to play in the 3rd quarter. This could be a passing down here for Johnny Unitas. 3rd and 7 on the Indy 38. Moore will go out to flanker from the backfield. It'll be Call will go out, and Lyles will come in. So it'll be Amici and Lyles in the split backfield. Screen to Lenny Lyles. This play should pop. Run defense for Indy, keying Amici. It's a screen to the outside. Lyles completed to Lyles at the 39. He has no room as he is pushed out of bounds quite quickly. A muddy field and good penetration by the front 7 blows up that play. He actually loses a yard, and it's 4th and 8, and the clock stops because he went out of bounds. On the 38, we'll punt the ball. So Ray L. Brown will come in to punt for the 58 Colts. Back to receive it near his own goal line is Terrence Wilkins. Here comes the punt from Brown, who's been awful. Here's the snap that kicks in the air. Aiming for the sidelines, Brown is, and it goes. As OBS has reconnected, we're going to do this again. All right. Anyway, so Browns punt pins Indianapolis back at the 5. 1st and 10 with 5:06 to play in the third quarter. The 58 Colts 21, the 2006 Indianapolis Colts 3. The Indy Colts have not had what you could call good ball security. They've turned over the ball a plethora of times. They go with 2 wideouts, Harrison and Stokely. The tight end's Clark. Blocking back Ben Utek, the running back Dominic Rhodes. And we're going to go run. You know what? He might pass. You know what? We're going to go run blitz. See if we get a safety here. Here comes the linebacker shooting the run. It's a run by Rhodes. Not much up the middle for Rhodes. And he is stuck for no gain at the 5. 2nd and 10. As the linebacker shot the gaps on the run blitz. Second and 10. We're going to come with a linebacker blitz. Extra defensive back. Tight coverage. And we're going to double Dallas Clark. Here we go. Ricochet on the blitz. Dominic Rhodes on the run. Leo Stafford makes the play after a gain of 7. So it'll be 3rd